Yo, 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 Salaam nerds! It's your boy Neebs, aka Watch with Neebs, and I'm here with my co-host Jazz, aka the Jazz of Us.
The Jazz of Us. You know what? It's your first time back. I'll let that one slide.
Listen, you guys thought you saw The Last of Us, but you haven't because we're back. You like that, right? You
I
like
was
how
waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
I know. Dude, it's been so long. So we haven't done a regular episode since Andor. I think that was the last regular episode we did. And then
Yeah.
I think we did like one bonus episode for Wednesday, but we took a big break, man. It was a long break.
Well deserved break. Very important for us to get our, headspace in the right place. And now we're
Yeah.
back, which can you believe it's been a year since we started this?
It's been a year since we
To this
started
day.
this, man. A
January
year.
22nd, 2022, man. It's been a year.
Oh my God, are you serious?
It's been a
Today the
whole
actual
year.
year? Oh, I thought it was February. Wow, we did start end of January. You're right. That's
Mm-hmm.
wild.
We got on
And
Spotify and all that in February, but yeah, our actual first episode was in January.
that's insane. I can't believe so many people have been with us from like the beginning to the end, man. Like there's so many names like April and then there's like oh my God, I can't remember some all these people's names who are always in the comments. They're just like
Juhi,
we have so many guests.
Cat Lady JJ, Just
Oh
Huge
my
has been
God.
good with us.
Oh my God. We need to get more people
Richard,
back. We
Ruzzy, our guest today,
Hello,
Ruzzy.
the
Yes,
brown
of
of
course,
us.
Ruzzy, man. We can't. The man with the most riz, man.
Mm.
Ruzzy over here, bro. Got the beard going. Got like all the cool stuff in the background. I love it. I love it.
I brought my
I'm jealous.
apocalypse beard. I brought it.
Yeah.
Your
The
apocalypse beard.
apocalypse beard. You
Apocalypse
know what?
beard.
I
The
think you need
brown
a
of
little
us.
more. I
Yeah.
think you need a little more white to have
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
apocalypse
That's true.
beard.
That's true. Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Every
Absolutely.
apocalypse beard needs a little bit of white because of the
Oh
whole
yeah.
like Rick Grimes has set the bar for it, and so we have to all follow in his footsteps. So it's cool, man. This show is pretty awesome, and Reza, you know a lot about this show. Tell the audience a little bit of what you know. You play the games. You've watched this
Oh
before.
yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. So, The Last of Us is a new show on HBO Max. It is something that PlayStation fans have been dying for and waiting for with cautious optimism because we all know how video games to movies translates. So this is a pretty old PlayStation game, and to see it kind of come to life is incredible. And with
What you
basically,
guys didn't like Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, it's in my top five.
Super Mario Brothers with John Leguizamo.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Now you're taking it
Mm.
back.
I
Taking it
know,
back.
I know. Yo, video game movies have been around forever. You know what's a very underrated video game movie? I don't know if it's underrated, but I watched it as a kid and I love this movie. It probably does not age well. It's probably not that great, but it was Double Dragon. Do you guys remember that game?
No.
There
Oh
was
yeah.
a movie, Billy and Jimmy Lee, the Double Dragons, and they made a movie about it. And as a kid, I loved that video game and I love the movie. It's probably terrible if I ever watched it back.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, this is something I need to add on my list.
Wow, you don't know about the Double Dragons? Oh man, that was classic. Maybe it's before your time, man. I don't know.
Maybe.
Wow. Double
All right,
Dragon.
all right.
Taking it back.
I know. But like, you know what? We can't talk about the show without comparing it a little bit to The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
Of course, there's going to be
Yeah.
some
Of course.
comparison, and though The Walking Dead had set, the stage for like zombie shows that are continuous and are like, a cultural phenomenon. Um, this show is coming at them strong, man. I've never seen a zombie show come this strong with like I think it's the second most viewed HBO special after House of the Dragon. So it's
Hmm.
Yeah.
huge. It's
That's huge.
big. And you can tell it's big because of the pilot episode, man. The pilot episode is pretty solid. What do you think of that? What do you think of the what's called the episode in general, the pilot, Jazz?
So, I'm actually a big fan of Pedro Pascal, obviously, right? But I'm
Yeah, yeah.
also a big fan of the actress who plays Tess, Anna Torv.
Mm.
She was the lead actress in a show called Fringe back in the day, and so I've been a big fan ever since. And this pilot, like, you start off like in a calm, like suburb of Austin. It's like, all right, cool, whatever, and then boom, right into the action. Like, just it just doesn't. You don't see it coming almost. And his daughter, I was like, oh my god, they're not messing around. Like anyone can die here. Let's go. Like it's good to see a show where a zombie apocalypse, like people have to make sacrifices, right? And we see that happening in not only the first episode, but now even the second episode. But I won't get into that just yet.
All right, all right. So we'll go in order, and we'll talk about a lot of the stuff that's going on right now. Let me get my mouse so my mouse pad so my mouse doesn't make as much noise. So listen, this is a pretty solid show, and they definitely put some money in there. And for me, the moment that I knew this show was like not something to mess with was when you see that plane go down, and it just like you're like, oh, they're not messing around. They threw money at this show, and I blew my lid. Razi, what do you think of that episode? Or that scene?
Oh, that scene was incredible. Actually, I marked that down because it's just something that it just came at you, and you kind of feel the moment where everybody was running from the horde of of infected, and then they see this plane coming the opposite direction, and they have to now turn towards the infected. That's insane. I mean, and then everything that unfolded. I mean, it just adds to the emotional appeal and just the action packed nature of what the show is going to be about. I'm so excited.
Yeah, but you know what really got me emotionally involved is how they explain the zombie. They start the show off in 1968, where there's like a professor who is one of the actors who was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He was in The Mummy. He's in a lot of stuff. That guy's been around. He's always around when there's a disaster for some reason. And the guy who was playing the host of the show is Big Head from Silicon Valley, which I also thought was pretty funny.
I didn't make that
Big
connection.
Head. I made that connection.
It's nice to see Big Head finally make it, as someone who's a respected.
Good for him.
Good for him. Good for Big Head. But they talked about how, the viral infections aren't what we should be worrying about, but it's these fungi infections, right? And they're talking about how they can grow, and yes, they actually do latch onto these insects and turn them into these like almost like zombies. But they're like, well, they never go after humans because they can't live in certain temperatures. And then they're like, well, what if they had to adapt? What if the planet was getting warmer? And then you're like, oh shit, they brought global warming into this.
You know where this is going.
Oh man, I was like, that's the scene where I was like, yo, they're not messing around. Like, somebody call Greta Thunberg. We gotta get on this shit right now.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a cameo toward the end. Like that'd be so cool.
Greta Thunberg a zombie, just like
that would be amazing.
Oh man, I thought that was really really cool. So that was really cool. But if you guys are worried about that, I did reach out to an insect lord. What's his name? This guy, his name is
an insect lord.
Yeah, that's what
all right.
I love it.
Yeah.
Insect lord.
Oh no, sorry, not an insect lord. Insectoid overlord is what he calls himself. He has a degree
Even better.
Yeah, he has a degree in entomology from Purdue, and he had some thoughts about this. And he goes like, he says it's fun for a show, but the science doesn't exactly check out because, there are actually fungi that can survive over 94 degrees. The reason there's no mind-controlling fungi parasites in mammals is because when seen in several insects, it's an anatomy issue. Insects have open circulatory systems, direct respiration, a decentralized nervous system, and behave largely on reflex using fixed responses. So it's much easier to manipulate that than a mammal brain. So I think we're okay. But he did say something. He says the bigger issue would be something like rabies, because rabies can actually affect people and humans, and can
the foaming mouth and
foaming mouth.
Watch out for the raccoons.
Yeah, it can do a lot of stuff, and I was like, well, okay, you calm my nerves with the insecticide stuff, but now I'm worried about rabies. I don't know if I ever see a dog with rabies, I'm like, "Argh."
Run.
Yeah. It reminds me back in like 2019 when bath salts were a thing and people were taking them in Florida and biting people. Remember that?
I do remember that.
I do not remember this. What?
There was a bath sauce epidemic. It was like 2014, 2015-ish.
Okay.
I don't, yeah. It was big.
like legitimately, people will just get like crazy on bath salts and just go around biting people. Like that's a
Yeah,
That's
thing.
explains a lot about Florida.
I mean,
yeah.
are we really surprised? Like,
I'd be surprised. I mean, it's Florida. I wouldn't be surprised if this zombie apocalypse came from Florida. Like, you know how they think it came from
Yeah,
Indonesia? I think this propaganda. I think it came from
I
Florida.
agree. I agree.
oh
This
my god,
is
I believe it.
this is creeping Islamophobia right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh man, that's funny.
Creeping
Um,
zombie Sharia.
yeah, yeah. So we got to learn about Pedro Pascal and his daughter. His daughter is actually the real life daughter of Tiny, who plays I forgot who, Val
Tandy
in
Newton from
Tandy
Westworld.
Newton from
Yeah.
Westworld,
Yeah,
right? I
Hmm.
forgot who she. I
yeah.
forgot the character she plays in Westworld, but yeah, that's her daughter, and I didn't know that. I was like, wow, that's really cool. And girl could
Spitting
act, man.
image.
She did a great job.
She did
She
do
really did.
great.
She
It
acted her heart out.
Hmm.
when she and obviously guys, it's a recap episode, so there are going to be spoilers, but when she died, I felt that. I was like, oh, Pedro Pascal's never going to be the same again.
It was such a good scene. Like, this is the shit that radicalizes you. And so when they showed that, I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is good. Like, when she
Yeah.
died, like, I know you're not supposed to be happy when someone dies. I was grinning. I'm like, this is gonna be such a good show. This is gonna be such a good show.
Jazz was like, yes, plot, more plot. But
Advanced
like,
plots.
but you know, because she wasn't her. She wasn't a zombie. She was just broke her ankle. They were like, nope, we're
Yeah.
gonna kill her anyways.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
not taking
It
chances. That's
and they make
wild.
you fall in love with her. Like
Hmm.
they
Yeah.
start out just from her perspective. The
Right?
first, the entire part.
She
She
had main
supports.
character energy. Yeah.
Yeah, she went out there. She support Arab businesses. I like that, man.
Exactly,
the,
exactly.
the guy
Yes.
was like the zombie apocalypse. I gotta make this watch, man. I gotta fix this watch.
Yalla, yalla, yalla.
Yeah, that's how they do it, man. Usually, not the ones in New Jersey though. They'll say, "Inshallah, it'll get done, brother." It never does.
Oh my god. But they still have the watch. They still have your watch, right,
They
Nate?
still have to. It's the zombie apocalypse. 25 years later, the guy's still making the watch. Inshallah, brother. Inshallah. Oh man, but yeah, this show started off super crazy. The crazy lady next door came out and he took her out with a wrench. Man, that was wild. I was like, this is gonna be a fun show because I didn't think the zombies were going to be running that fast. Yo, these are like the Usain Bolt of zombies. They don't play around.
Damn. Yes. Yes. And it's like that slow burn. Like it's happening, it's coming, and then it just you hear the radio, what's something happening in Jakarta, right? And then
Right.
where's Jakarta? It's the Middle East, right? The only thing Americans knew in 2003 was the Middle East, right?
Yeah.
But
Yep.
it
Yep.
just slowly see the people flickering. You see like the neighbor, like when she opens her mouth when she's grabbing the DVD. Oh
Oh
my,
yeah.
oh my god, what?
Like they really show this as a horror show, whereas like The Walking Dead shows it as like a drama. And like
Hmm.
there are
Mm,
some scenes in Walking Dead where are definitely horror shows, but this show is telling you, hey, we're going with horror the whole time. So it's wild. I really liked it. And then the scene in the highway, I was like, bro, I had anxiety hoping that they would get away. That was a wild episode. I don't know. What do you think,
yeah, it's
Jazz?
crazy.
Oh man, when I saw that highway scene, um, my first thought was, "Hey, I've been on that highway."
Oh, is it in Texas? Oh, because it's in Texas,
It's in
right?
Austin,
Yep.
yeah. And so I was like, "Yeah, I drove on that highway like not too long ago." Oh, hey, I remember that exit. Oh shit, they're in trouble. I know that exit. There's nothing near there.
Is that the normal traffic that's there on normal days?
Oddly, actually, you know what? I'm not shitting you guys. In Austin, that can happen at any time of the day. Like that's just
Oh
the
man.
reality of Austin traffic. They have no loops, so people have.
Oh,
It's the same issue Chicago has. We have to go
intense.
downtown to go to any of the other burbs. So there's a
Hmm.
crap ton of traffic everywhere because of it, and so yeah, that can happen.
Yeah. So but not only were they playing or not playing around then, even 20 years later, they were not playing around because they showed this like sweet, cute little girl show up to the front door. They take her in, they put her in a wheelchair, and they try to make her feel like everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
Turned out they killed her. Like holy crap! I was like, they are not playing around.
they can't. They can't take that risk. Like, I mean, when they ended her, right? I'm glad they did it in the most humane way possible.
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
it's good to see that even in the worst crises, there are people out there who will try to, minimize pain and do their best with what they got.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, like I felt like that was a very nice touch to it.
I agree. I agree. I thought that was great, but I don't know. What are you gonna do as a little kid and they got bit and we don't know what's going on. So I don't know. We find out that Pedro Pascal is doing odd jobs, making money, trying to figure out where his homie is, right? Because apparently we don't know where he is, what he's doing. Do we know what he's doing? Is he part of the resistance? Like what's going on with that? I don't think I followed that all the way.
Okay,
I
that's gonna be a spoiler, and for those who
Oh
played the
well, we don't want to
game,
spoil that.
okay,
We don't want to spoil anything.
yeah,
We
Resi.
will.
Well, Resi, do you think we should spoil this one?
No. Let's spoil whatever happens
Okay.
in these episodes, but we will not be spoiling what happens in the game that hasn't happened in the show yet. Because
Sounds
number one,
good.
we don't know if they'll follow that. They might not even follow it. They
Yeah.
might switch it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that
we
game
got
was
some.
pretty good.
We got some people in the comments. We got April. We got Ruby. Oh, first time Ruby's in the
Salaam.
comments. Oh,
Ruby
Raph.
Rubric, hi, and Raph, yeah.
Raph says this show has improved over the game. Razi, would you agree? Do you think the show has improved some things from the game?
Yeah, I think it has.
Yeah.
I think first and foremost, the Texas scene. I think it's like 15 minutes in the game, like 10 minutes of gameplay, and then
Yeah.
you're off. But for this, it was like 40 minutes, and you're really getting to sit and fall in love. Like I said, fall in love with Sarah, and then to see her go is just absolutely devastating. Like I every time I see it, I can't handle. I'm a dad.
Oh, I should have tear.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
happy. Like it was the weirdest combination.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just there's something wrong with you, Jazz.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, but also I think like I remember like the highway scene in the game. Like I played this game later in life, so I didn't have a PS3. I had a PS4, and so I was like, okay, let me play the remaster because everyone's talking about it. I got to play this.
Yeah.
And so the game came out in 2013, and then I played it probably actually a couple of years ago. I loved it, and I heard that the second was coming out. I was like, okay, I need to play this before the second comes out. And just the highway scene, you like literally see like exact replicas from the game into the show. But then
wow.
like the way that like Sarah finds out about the infected is so much more horrifying
Yeah.
than in the game, because in the game like an infected breaks through the glass, right through the
Right.
sliding door. Because in the show, Joel is even like, oh, I see you lock the door, right? So like I was like, oh my god, are they gonna have the zombie come through the door? So yeah, it just like you get to like really see it from a different, more horrifying perspective.
Very good.
And they did
Crazy.
change a few things in the show from the game. Like in the game, you had spores everywhere, and
Yeah,
it's not exactly believable in a show like this that the spores would just like be localized to one area. So they are changing some things. Instead, they did the like Raph mentioned, the mycelium network, where how the
Yeah.
fungus.
We're gonna talk about that.
I like
That was
that.
on today's episode. That was really cool.
Yeah.
yeah, me too. Yeah,
We
I
can
like
talk about that now. Yeah, let's skip it. We don't have to go in
change.
order. But yeah, basically what happens is like they talk about, let me share his comment on the screen so he
Oh
gets
yeah,
credit.
of course.
Yeah. The Mycelium Network edition was fantastic. And that's really cool because, like, if you kill a zombie anywhere, and I don't know if they're called zombies because I heard somebody call them clickers, but if you
Clickers
kill,
is the correct term for them.
yeah,
So, yeah, for the
Is
one,
that-
the blind one, and then
Oh,
infected
def-
for everybody
oh,
else.
infected is what everyone else is, and the blind ones are, those
The
blind
ones with
were,
the
oh my god, that was
Yes.
scary.
yeah.
That was
So scary.
wild. That
When
was
I
wild.
heard them, oh,
So
I
basically,
felt chills too. Yeah, I was like, this is from the
you
game.
know what I'm talking about, Jeff.
it kind of reminded me of Predator, right? You know when Predator makes that noise, that like all that
Yep.
weird noise. It just that's what it reminded me of. It's really really cool. But back with what Raph was saying, yeah, basically these like spores or roots come out and they can communicate with zombies from like the other like a mile away, and that's really cool. And like that's like a real thing because like
Yes.
Yeah,
like
it really is.
forest, like people were saying, it's called there's actually a name for it. It's called the Wood Wide Web. It's what they call it,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
the
like
Wood Wide
it's
Web.
and it's really cool. Like trees have their roots connected underground, and they actually communicate with each other and stuff like that. And it's freaking wild, man. It's super cool. So I like that they're putting like real science into science fiction, and obviously there's fiction in the science fiction part. That's the most there's more fiction in science fiction than there is science. But to have that is really cool, even if it's plausible, even if it's not real. If it's plausible, it makes the show a lot more fun to watch.
Correct.
What do you
Yeah,
guys
think?
it's, I'm looking at what Raph was saying. Like, one, it did make a lot more people get interested in fungi and biology. Like I can see a boom of like biology or ecology majors this next academic year. Like this is gonna be a thing.
That's true. The last time I was interested in fungi was at Burning Man, and that was a different kind of mushroom.
They actually mentioned that in the beginning of the show. I don't know if you heard the part where they mentioned psilocybin, and I'm like, oh, all right, cool. We're talking about drugs here. And yeah, the game would have been much harder to play if they actually had
Oh
a
my God.
mechanic. Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, that would
April,
not be fun.
April said her husband is a fungi enthusiast. Oh man, that's so funny.
Wow.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, it's not surprising to me at all. I thought it was really cool.
Love you,
Honestly,
April.
so like I posted a video of like that interview in the beginning on my
Mhm.
Instagram, and I got a lot of people who were like actually scientists and people who study this stuff, and they're like, "It's my time to shine, baby girl. It's my time to shine."
Mhm.
They're telling their wives, "This is my time. I've been waiting for this moment."
Yeah, I love
Man.
that video. I mean, I think that was probably one of the scariest parts about the show because it's just so chilling, and you're like, all right, just waiting for the shoe to drop, and then highlight one of the best games of all time, aka Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Plants versus Zombies. Well, this isn't Plants versus Zombies. This is Plants and Zombies versus Us.
Yeah,
It's the sequel.
totally. Yes. I don't
They
want to
have
be in the
aligned
sequel.
themselves. They aligned themselves.
No, do not want to be in the sequel.
Oh my
Li-
god. If
The
I
worst
had a
thing to ever
nickel, if I had a nickel for every time Plants vs Zombies was mentioned today, I'd have exactly 2 nickels, which is weird because it happened twice. I don't know what's going on today.
Well, you know what? If I had a nickel for every time Pedro Pascal had to save a little kid, I would have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's super weird that it happened twice and a #1 hit show.
I love it. I love it. You go, Pedro. I am all for it. I am all for it.
Oh man.
Mm.
I think the show would have been better if Baby Yoda was the girl.
The
Someone's got to do a
Dadalorian.
quick edit of it. Just put Baby
Yeah.
Yoda in all the scenes.
Oh my god, that'd be
Love it.
so.
Oh, but
Doing the
people are
Jedi
gonna love
mind trick
Ellie.
on zombies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And you know
people
what?
are
Bring in
gonna love Ellie.
Pokemon. Bring in Pokemon because this fungus that's actually here, right?
Bulbasaur.
No, I don't know if y'all remember this, but there's a Pokemon called Paris and Parasect, which is evolution. And look like Paris is like this little crab-looking thing with 2 mushrooms on its back. That's the fungus that's infecting him. And so when it
Okay.
evolves into Parasect, his eyes go like white because at that point the mushroom is controlling the body of the animal.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
All
Pokemon
right.
beat them to it.
funky. Little Pokemon action going on. All right, I see it. But
So
speaking
now we're
of,
gonna have Pokemon everywhere, Baby Yoda, and Pedro Pascal being Pedro Pascal. It'll be great.
it sounds like a Super Smash Brother movie or a game.
Oh, totally.
Oh man, that's funny. But speaking of Ellie, yo, shout out to the actress, man, Bella Ramsey. She's doing a
Mhm.
great job, and she got so much hate on the internet.
Oh
Yo,
my
the internet is
God.
just a horrible place.
Unnecessary.
The
It really
internet
is.
just so unnecessary, and like they were saying horrible things about her, and she's killing it. She's killing it. I love her
Yeah.
attitude. She's a great actress. I think she's going. People are going to get used to her, and everyone's going to feel like, yeah, I can't imagine anybody else as this role.
Why
Oh,
do people hate
100%.
her?
They just
When I
she
saw,
she didn't look
yeah,
like the character from the game. And she was like, I guess like they were like she's not as good looking enough as the character from the game, right? Which is stupid because it's a kid, it's a child. But
What?
people are just
yeah,
weird. Yeah,
people are weird and
they're
disgusting. But
yeah
I think like,
people.
yeah,
It's the internet, man. People say
Yo,
weird
it is
shit.
the
she
internet.
was Lyanna Mormont in Game of Thrones.
I know.
Exactly. Exactly. And
What?
she killed in that. She was amazing in that. So I mean,
She's
I
gonna be
thought she would be
great.
perfect. When she was announced, I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm all here for it.
Hmm. No,
Yeah.
I'm with you guys. Like, I don't get that. Like, I don't understand the hate here.
No, but they hate on everybody, especially the racist guys, right? You have a black person being a what do you call it? A inquisitor. All of a sudden everyone hates them, right? So
Yeah.
like we can't stop the hate, but whatever. We're gonna
Yeah,
celebrate, all of these characters and stuff in this show. So, I think
100%.
everyone's doing a good job. So speaking of Ellie, she might have superpowers, she might have immunity, because we don't know, but she's been bit and she didn't turn. And that's what we find out, which I thought was pretty cool. Um, so is that the whole main part of the video game? Like, they're trying to save her because she is immune?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's not even a
Very cool.
spoiler. Like,
That's that's they just ripped out Band-Aid off right out at the
Yeah,
gate.
right
yeah,
from the beginning, they're like, all
Yeah.
right, cool.
yeah.
I noticed that they keep referencing, or the camera angles always zoom into the knife she carries, and I'm wondering if that knife
Mm,
has anything to do with Sarah's knife when she puts in the drawer, because that had a weird camera angle
yeah.
too. But
I
then,
didn't think
but then
about
wouldn't
that.
interesting.
yeah, but then wouldn't Pedro Pascal recognize that knife if it was the same knife? And plus, like he was in Texas and she's all the way in Boston, so it doesn't seem plausible. But I swear to God, the camera just zooms on that
Mm.
knife every single time, and I feel like it's going to have some kind of special meaning.
I just realized something.
What?
I think I
Austin
did too.
Boston rhyme.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
Austin and Boston rhymes.
Oh wow. Wow, Jazz. Wow. I'm
You're
just
like
sad
we're
for Boston. I'm not.
I know.
Yeah.
I want to see a zombie. It's a shame the zombies can't talk, because I would love to see a zombie with a Boston accent. That would be
That's the
so
way that.
funny. Like, I'm wicked hungry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just sad as a Boston fan. Like, if I were in this show, or if this was real life, I would never see the Red Sox win the World Series. I would never see. I mean,
Rip.
like that would it just like killed me. Man.
I just want to see somebody with a Boston accent go up to a car and be like, "Yo, get the car keys." That's
I
all
mean,
I
could like
want.
the
That's all I want.
I mean, could the zombie apocalypse wait at least like maybe 3 more months? Can we just like get the World Series out of the
You
way,
think the
and
Red
then you
Sox
could
are
just
gonna
like
win?
yeah, just unleash the apocalypse after that,
No, no. It
or
sounds
maybe
like
at the World Series.
I feel like,
Oh,
forget the Red Sox. I feel like they have no socks in this apocalypse. They were selling shoelaces. You did you see
they
that?
were.
They're
Hmm.
selling
Oh
shoelaces.
yeah, yeah.
Socks are a commodity. You don't understand when a hurricane hits or there's some kind of disaster. Socks are the number one things people need. People don't realize that. People don't know, if you don't have warm socks, you can get hypothermia and stuff. At the hit the one says
Rude,
at the
rude. So
oh. As a Yankee fan, I would make fun of Boston
yeah,
fans in this
I
world.
know. Well, at least we got our city.
Yeah.
So I don't think New York can survive that.
No, New York probably did not survive. New York is probably the worst place
As
for
an
a zombie
Astros fan, I
apocalypse.
laughed.
Eh.
Yeah, yeah.
Staten Island
Well,
probably survived because nobody ever goes there. Even the zombies turn around from the bridge.
Like,
They're
nope.
like, what?
Not Staten Island.
The
could you
zombies are
imagine?
like, they already got the brain deads here. There's no brains here for a turn around.
Oh my god.
If you're for Staten Island, I'm sorry.
I'm
But are
dead.
you?
No, I'm not.
Are you? I don't think so.
Oh my god, that's funny. All right, all right. So what about the cool thing with the radio? They taught like the '70s means this, the '80s means this trouble. That was
Hmm.
a cool little code they had. Is that from the video game too, or is that brand new for the show?
I think it's brand new, but I mean, I'm here for Depeche Mode. I mean, my wife and
Depeche
I
Mode.
watched. Yeah, that was the last song that played at the
Yeah,
end. It was just
yeah.
great. So, yeah,
I don't think that was in the game. I don't
sometimes
remember it. So
They
I
couldn't
don't
get the
remember it
rights to
either.
Depeche Mode in the game.
I mean,
Probably.
do you know how expensive that would be?
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. If they played Bon Jovi, I would totally be in there though.
You,
You know,
do you
because
think
like
Oh,
he's
you
do you think
Jersey
he's a
boys.
zombie though?
you think Bon Jovi's a zombie? I don't know. I
Oh, for
hope
sure,
not.
Bon Jovi's a zombie at this point.
Come on,
Okay,
man.
okay,
I
what
think
like celebrity actually made it?
all right,
Right.
Bon Jovi definitely made it, in my opinion, because
No,
he
there's
would.
no way.
Okay, how about he made it halfway there? Whoa!
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. He made it halfway there.
Oh wow, I love it. That's so good. That
All
was
right,
good.
what other celebrity you think would have made it?
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, Rami Malek, because he's got that zombie vibe.
Oh, is
You
that
probably
Rami
like
You
him.
Malek?
probably thought he
Okay.
was a zombie already.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the zombies would think he's a zombie already.
I would say 50 Cent. 50 Cent can make a zombie apocalypse. He got shot 5 times in the face.
He did, and yeah, he probably could.
Yeah, I would say 50 cents. 50 cents probably survived. Who else? Who else?
God.
I feel like Kim Kardashian probably could survive.
Oh,
She has
no.
a bunker. Of course she survived.
Oh yeah.
No, half her body's plastic. I mean, like, it doesn't affect it.
What?
the,
We're gonna get canceled for that one.
the infection, won't get to her because, like, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh my
Matt
God.
Damon. Yes.
Oh, someone
yes.
said
Matt
Matt
Damon will
Damon.
survive. I
Matt
believe
Damon.
it.
Sorry.
He's
Yeah,
the
Matt Damon.
president of Fedra.
Yeah.
He's the president of the Boston QZ.
Hopefully
Hopefully
not Chris Pratt.
Oh man, people be
Yeah.
hating on Chris Pratt, man. People hate on Chris Pratt quite a bit.
Oh my God, Matt Damon.
Who else is surviving this? Oh, I'm trying to think. Who would
Oh,
be...
Bill Murray. He's
Oh,
survived
yeah?
it in
Bill Murray
Zombieland.
survives.
Yeah.
Bill Murray survives.
Survived it in Zombieland.
That's true. Okay, I can see that. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think. I would say, Matt Smith. I think Matt Smith could survive a zombie apocalypse. I'm
gonna disagree with you on that one.
He was in Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
I forgot about that movie. Okay, you're in. Okay.
Yep.
I actually have that
Alright.
book, by the way. It's
Who-
really good.
Who would
A
you
young
want?
Andrew Lincoln.
Yeah,
Ooh.
oh.
Ah.
The fact
From,
they clarified a young Andrew, yeah.
He means the shaven
Boy.
one from that Christmas movie, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly right. Because that's probably
Love
what
Actually.
the last thing he did.
Love Actually,
Like,
yeah.
did it. Yeah, right? Yeah.
That's true.
Steven
And
Tyler.
hopefully
'Cause
Obama
he looks
made
like a
it.
zombie.
Hopefully Obama's made it.
What musician would you want to survive the zombie apocalypse? Because in my opinion, my vote goes to Lizzo. I want to see Lizzo in the zombie apocalypse.
There's no way. And don't get me wrong, I love Lizzo. She's, went to high school here in Houston. I don't think she survives.
All right, I didn't think she does survive. I think she's someone I would want to survive.
Ah, okay, fair.
I feel like she can make some really good songs about zombies. I just know, like big
that's
boys, little boys, zombie boys. Isn't that her song?
I believe it. Okay,
Love it.
I'll give you that. Okay, I believe that one. Who would I want? Man, I love Coldplay, but they would not survive. They just be trying to make
damn.
peace with zombies the entire time. Like,
Damn.
it's not gonna happen. Miley and Dolly. Actually, they would survive.
Who's
Yeah,
Miley
they
and
probably
Dolly?
would have their own.
Miley Cyrus and Dolly
Miley
Parton.
Cyrus and Dolly Parton.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Dolly
they
Parton can
probably
survive anything.
find some kind of ranch in like Tennessee.
Yeah, exactly.
I
They
would
for
go
sure
with.
survive.
Miley would come in
would-
like a wrecking ball.
Oh my God. Yeah, I love if Questlove made it. Questlove. and Black Thought.
Oh,
I mean,
I
we're
feel
talking
that.
about people
I
that
feel
we
that.
want to make it. Whether or not they actually do is a different story.
yes.
'Cause you just have
Questlove
like
would be
nonstop
good.
beats, amazing music.
I just
Yeah.
want people to. I just want music in the zombie apocalypse, man. I feel like people can
exactly.
drop some good ones, man. I don't
April
know.
wants Lady Gaga and Steve Carell to survive.
Lady Gaga
I'm
can
down
make
for
some
that.
good zombie
I'm down
music
for that.
for sure. She can make some good zombie music.
Steve
Why
Carell would make
Steve
us laugh.
Carell? Okay, that's
Probably
right.
to make us laugh. I mean,
Olivia
Raph.
Rodrigo survives. And I would ask her
Raph
for a
wants to
date.
ask out Olivia Rodrigo. If we ever get on the show,
Oh,
Raph will call you.
what about Jenna Ortega? Yo, holler at our girl Jenna
Oh,
Ortega.
she would
Wednesday
survive.
Adam. Wednesday
She
Adam
would
would
survive.
survive.
100%
100%.
survive.
A queen. Yes.
Mhm.
Oh
No
man.
question.
Queen right there.
Yes.
And
Yes.
hopefully chicken sandwiches.
Lots
Yo,
of chicken sandwiches.
They had a chicken sandwich. They had a chicken sandwich that was wild. When they just said that.
I know, it's so random. I loved it.
How
Okay.
though? How would you get a chicken
know.
sandwich in
It
the
looked pretty
quarantine
fresh.
zone? Right.
They smuggled
Also-
chicken. Wait,
Also,
do animals
don't,
get it?
like?
Go ahead, Razi.
I said, but like, doesn't the flour cause the like fungus infection? So, like,
Yes.
isn't there flour in the bun? So
Yes.
like, how is that working out? Like, I don't
Wait,
you
she's
like flour and grain
immune. She's
factory
the only
and all-
one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
She's the
there we
only
go.
one who can
Okay.
have bread.
the rest
What
have to
about
go
all
no
the people they
carbs.
gave it to?
No carbs for everybody else.
carbs.
Everyone else is on
Gluten.
Atkins.
It's a gluten environment.
The only time a gluten allergy actually is real.
Oh yeah. And
I'm
they
sorry,
survive
I'm
everything.
joking. I'm joking. I do believe in gluten allergies. Okay?
Oh, big facts. Beyonce needs to survive.
Oh yes, Beyonce does.
Beyonce?
That's right. Jay-Z
Oh,
can
yeah.
go.
That'd be great.
Jay-Z can go. I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Jay-Z can go. Jay-Z can go.
Natural selection for all celiacs.
Wait. Doesn't Jay-Z actually have a song? Like, right? He has a song about zombies.
What?
Doesn't Jay-Z have a song about zombies?
Bro, what?
Or is it Nicki Minaj?
It sounded more like a Nicki Minaj thing.
Oh, I think the song's called Monster. I think the song is called
That's
Oh yeah,
Monster.
that's
Kanye
Kanye
West.
West. Kanye
Oh,
West.
Kanye West.
Nicki Minaj.
Kanye West could
Yeah,
go.
Jay Z's
He's
on
already,
that too. Oh
Kanye's
yeah,
already given us his best
I
stuff. I think
exactly.
Kanye would be like, you know who did this, and then we'd be canceled
Rihanna
so
here.
quick. So
Rihanna survives.
Riri.
Yep, that tracks.
okay, yeah, we're in. All
Yeah.
right, we kind
Rhode
of
Island.
we kind of strayed off the topic a little bit.
Yeah,
Let's go.
it starts with flour.
So
Animals do get infected because I remember the deer got infected, right, in the beginning of the first one.
Did they?
Yeah, the deer had the eyes like the deer was infected.
Okay.
Or wait, am I thinking
So
of the show or am I thinking of a different movie?
I think it's a game
I am thinking of
or something else.
Train to Busan, I think.
oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. There was a deer in the very beginning, and yeah.
Oh,
'cause
I
they
haven't
also-
seen that.
Yeah.
But Resident Evil is another one where the animals get infected.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So I
love
don't
that
think the
game.
animals survive. We haven't seen any animals either. We haven't seen like bunnies. We haven't seen dogs. We haven't
That's
seen.
right.
Someone's
I
got
haven't seen
chickens,
anything.
man. Someone had the chicken.
Someone's
Yeah.
got chickens. Someone's got chicken.
That doesn't
see,
track.
we'll
I don't believe it. But
Not
we'll see.
flour.
They'll
In
explain
Walking
it.
Dead, they're eating horses and stuff. So
They'll explain it. I'm sure. Yeah.
yeah. All right, cool. Let's see what else we got. There's some more stuff to talk about. So you find out that Ellie can't get infected. She shoots that. She stabs that guard with the knife. Pedro Pascal has PTSD and starts like just hammering homeboy like to
Yeah.
death. And then they start to run away. And then this episode, the next one, starts off with them in Indonesia, which I thought was really cool. We got to see some hijabs, some Muslim representation. I thought it was cool.
That
Did
food
you-
looked amazing.
The food looks so good.
Yes.
I was like, let that
Indonesian
woman
food is
finish
so
her
good.
meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indonesian food is good. That kebab looks amazing. And
Yeah.
then I like that they showed a lot of the scientists were actually in hijabs and they were women. So I thought that was cool. Because usually, if someone's going to show Muslim representation, they don't do the research. They don't try to make us look good. So I thought this was pretty
Yeah.
good.
And
Uh,
Indonesia is one of the best countries in the world for this. Like,
really?
this
How
is
come?
what Indonesia is. Like, they are very
What?
pro women's rights. Yeah. This is not
Oh,
like.
my bad. I thought you meant about like fungi. I was like, they're the best at fungi. I was like, what? Are they the leading experts in fungi?
Maybe I don't know that. What I do know is they treat their women right, and that's just how Indonesian life is. Like it was an accurate representation of what it is to visit Indonesia, and that was really cool.
Yeah, that was really cool. I'd love to go to Indonesia one day, but
Me
that
too.
was
Highly
pretty dope.
recommend.
Except the
too.
part where she was like, "Yeah, there's no medicine or vaccine. Start bombing and start bombing now."
Oh, that
Yo.
hurt.
She did not give a. She was like, listen, not much we can do. I'm gonna go spend the last few minutes of my life with my family. We done. We done here.
Yeah, like
and
that's
the
what I
thing
was
is,
saying. Bomb everybody,
Yeah.
you and me included. Like we don't
that was
survive this.
wild.
Yeah,
That
because like
was
if it
wild.
is airborne, if it goes into
Yeah.
spores, right?
Yeah,
Like you need to eliminate that right then and there. She
Yeah.
made the hardest and absolute correct call in a situation like this.
That's
And
crazy.
she did it within like seconds, like no hesitation, just like
yeah.
kill us.
And people say women leaders are too emotional. Come on now.
No.
Come on.
She's a
Yep.
stone-faced killer. She knew what she was talking about. And like she was like, yep, get it done. I'm gonna go enjoy my last few hours. That's it.
Yeah, that was really,
So
really
crazy.
cool. I really think that. I don't know how I feel about them because I feel like they're kind of suggesting that it started in Indonesia, and that feels a little racist. But I don't know if that's exactly what they're saying.
Yeah, it could have started anywhere.
Yeah,
I think the flower is kind of that kind of central common theme that we're going to see. I mean, even like in Texas in the first episode, like, oh, where's the pancakes? Oh, we're out. Oh, I forgot the cake. Oh, I'm not going to eat those cookies. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know, like those little things are dropped
Oh.
at the beginning. I was like, oh, that's so
Damn,
interesting.
Rosie, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice
so-
that. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
I-
yeah. Oh, I'm on
I thought
Atkins, right?
I thought
Oh,
the cake-
damn.
I thought the cake was a
Yeah.
lie.
The cake is always a lie.
You like that? A lot of weird references in today's episode. I don't know if people are
Right.
catching them. We're weird.
No, this is why Rezi's an honorary third haram nerd, right?
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
Salaam nerd. What did I say?
What's Salaam? Yeah, Salaam. Yeah.
I did like how they expressed that she's still going to school. Ellie is still going to
Mm,
school, even though
Mhm.
that's happening, which is cool because like in The Walking Dead, these kids don't know what the real world looks like, and here these kids are making references to like all sorts of stuff. Like I think we saw in the preview they were making references to Arby's. And I was
Yeah.
like,
oh
"Oh
yeah, yeah.
man,
That's cool.
never seen a sponsorship name drop in a zombie show before. That was out of nowhere."
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I went to Detroit, and that's where Tess is from, or
Yeah.
that's in Michigan. She's like, I went to school, idiot. I'm like, I love you. You're so great.
She's so funny. I like
Ellie's
the
amazing.
I like the line where she goes like, "Oh, can I have a gun? No. All right, I'll just throw my sandwich at them."
Love that.
She's
It's
so
great.
right though. Like,
She's so boss. She is amazing.
Oh man,
I mean,
that
she's
was
just
so
like
funny.
completely captured the personality from the game. So like all these
Really?
haters, I'm
That's
like,
good.
oh yeah. I mean, just like the cursing and just her attitude. I'm like, this is so Ellie. Like this is who everyone needs to shut up for and just watch her just like perform.
mhm.
So and just knock it out the park.
Nice, nice. That's cool. That's cool. All right, cool. All right, what else happened? Oh, so they go into this building
The museum.
and the museum, yeah,
Oh,
and then we see those clickers. Oh
Yep.
man, that was scary. And like honestly, they were scary, but not gonna lie, they kind of look beautiful.
yeah.
Like no, I'm not gonna. They had like rainbow colored like
Mhm.
these little fungi on them, and I was like, if they weren't trying to kill you, they look kind of pretty.
Neebs, are you attracted to clickers?
No, no. Listen, it looks like a Galaxy phone, man. Like you know how they have like the purple, green, red colors. It was
Yeah,
like
they
if you
do.
look really closely, it was really cool. I guess because I saw like the making of after the
Mhm.
episode, and they showed them what they look like
Mm,
Yeah,
without the scariness in them, with the dark lighting. They actually looked really cool.
they
they
do.
did. They did a
I
great
think they
job.
did a fantastic job with representing that. The people who acted as the clickers,
Yeah,
they're actually just like actors who are fans of the game and they wanted to be in it and like, hey, come on in,
yeah.
just be part of it. It's like, oh, that's cool.
They knew the movement, so they're like, "All right, cool,
Hmm.
let's do that." I thought that was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome. But I like the fact that there's more than one kind of infected, right? There's like Walking Dead, they're all the same, but
Yeah,
here there's like different types, and it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, the super
yeah,
mega click or super mega zombies, as Ellie was mentioning earlier. Like, do they
yeah. The
exist?
bloaters. I think they're bloaters or
Oh,
something like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
oh,
then
that's
other
that's
things too. They're
that
just
sounds like
like
me after dinner.
get some biryani,
Yeah,
bloater.
get some biryani in me. I'm one of those. I don't
Yeah.
move.
No, no, no. We're doing Indonesian food tonight, y'all. Okay.
Yo,
I
Oh
cannot
my
stop
god.
thinking about that food.
Yo, there's Indonesian food in New York right here, so I am probably going to hit that up next week because that
I'm
looks
probably
so
gonna hit
good
up
now.
my place tomorrow. Like, we got one down the road.
Oh, damn, that's right. You're in Houston. You guys have a lot too.
Hmm.
Ours closed, so I need to find a new plot, new
Hey,
Indonesian
Ruzzy,
spots.
come down, man. Come through.
I will.
Uh,
I will. The Rat King.
Bloaters. Yep,
What's
that's
the
what they're
Rat King?
called. The big
Oh yeah.
boys.
Oh my
The
god, I
Rat
do remember.
King.
wait, what is the
So
Rat King? I don't know what
scary.
that is.
You'll
Is,
see.
is, is that a
Yeah,
spoiler?
like I
All
feel like
right,
wait a second, we can't say it, can we?
okay.
Raph, we love you, but let's not spoil everything here.
Yeah, we'll
All
sidebar
right.
that. We'll sidebar that.
We'll side. I don't know
Yeah.
what the Rat King is, so we'll keep that for next time.
Mhm.
I do like the fact that in the previews they did show Ron Swanson and he's going to survive the zombie apocalypse. Why did
Nick Offerman, sir.
No, that's Ron.
That's Ron. Yeah,
That's
it
Ron
could
from
be
Parks and
Ron.
Rec.
Actually, it really could be Ron Swanson.
Come on, if any celebrity, if any fictional character from a NBC show would survive, it would be Ron Swanson who could survive a zombie apocalypse.
That's
Oh,
fair.
100%. There's
That's
no
fair.
no
100%.
question.
I would
Yeah.
like. What's his actual name in this? Because
Bill.
I kind of wish they would have actually named him Ron. Just
Oh,
like
that'd be
we
so
changed
funny.
one
That would be
name
great.
just for the fans.
That would be great. Yeah, no, Bill's gonna
Uh,
be great. I can't wait for that episode. It's gonna be
me
so
too.
much fun.
That looks pretty good.
April with the
Dumbledore
spoilers.
dies. What? Is he already
Yeah.
dead?
Well,
On
speaking.
page 693.
Well, speaking of spoilers, one spoiler that we can share is Tess dies. R.I.P. That was really sad, and I really started to really like her, and you could tell that she was somebody who was a little bit like screw this world, didn't have a lot of hope, and then when she sees Ellie, she starts to believe again, and
Mm.
what a way to go out. The kiss of death. That was weird. That made me uncomfortable.
I was not okay with that. That
I
was
wasn't at it. No. Yeah. What a way to
yeah.
That's
turn.
the zombie did not ask for consent, and we do not support that.
No, it's like
Can we
gross. And the
cancel?
way it was moving into the mouth, like, oh no.
Can we cancel the
Yeah.
zombie?
Yes,
That was
that
Yeah.
zombie is
Cancel the
canceled and
fungi.
dead.
yeah. That was too much. That
He
was too
died. It's
much.
okay. Life goes
He
on.
did die. Yeah, she took out that whole building. So shout
She
out to
did.
Tess. Shout out to Tess. Very cool. First two episodes, I gotta say, I'm in love with the show. How it compares to shows like The Walking Dead. I think they both have their strengths. I think they both have their weakness. I think, you know, it's going to be a very different show. I know a lot of people when the show came out, they were like, "I'm zombied out. Like, there's no more zombie. You can't be original with the zombie show anymore. We've seen them all. We've seen the Resident Evil. We've seen Evil Dead. We've seen everything, right? So, like, how much more can we do of this?" And it looks like they're pumping good money into this. So, it's going to be good writing, good characters, and hopefully good plot. And I'm super excited for it.
The comments are going wild.
The
Yeah.
comments are unhinged.
Hashtag me too.
we,
Comments
we
are
can't
unhinged.
even we can't even share some of these anymore.
Oh
Oh
my god,
man.
it's wild though. Like this is HBO, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's
Yeah.
HBO.
they're doing
Yeah.
so well with the show, and at the same time they dropped Velma, and I'm like, what are they doing there? Like,
Yeah.
you go from the highest rated premiere to the third lowest like rated show ever. Like,
No, it's the number one worst animated TV show of all time.
wow.
Wow. That's like
Yeah.
really a low bar. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I don't know, but
Oh, I've watched
Oh,
it.
dude.
We're gonna have an episode on Velma soon, but it is a hot mess. It's a show. Honestly, it's a great
it's a show.
for.
Period.
Yes.
No,
Great
a
explanation.
It's a great show for America because it has reunited. It has united the haters, the racist people, and the woke people together to equally hate this show, and that's never been done before. Like woke people hate the show, and racist people hate the show. It's the perfect show.
Wow, that's something to unite those two groups. That's just I've never heard
Yeah.
of that.
It is wild.
Now I have to
But,
watch the show.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Now you have to hate watch it.
I have to hate watch it. I love hate watch it.
Imagine so many people hate watch it that it gets renewed for a second season.
I'm
my
gonna
God.
be so mad. You know what? I'm gonna pirate it. I have HBO Max. I'm gonna pirate it anyways. Like,
That's
screw
so
you
funny.
guys. You're not getting my revenue.
Oh man, no. But back to The Last of Us. Overall, what are your thoughts of episode 1 and 2? For me, I really like them. I feel like it's a high quality show. I love the acting, and I'm super excited to see what's next. And Walking Dead is probably going to end soon, so we might not have two competing zombie shows for a while. It might
Is
be,
Walking Dead still on?
yeah.
I think
bro,
it
Walking Dead
ended, and then there's like all these like expanded universes.
There is like an
Right?
expanded universe.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's what they did. I think
I was
that's
like,
what they did.
wait, I vaguely remember it ending. So
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rosie, what are your thoughts on this show?
I loved it. I mean, I love the game, and I was like, how can they top this? Just beautiful story, just compelling characters, great writing and action, and they managed to do that in the first two episodes. So I cannot wait to see what's in store. I can't wait to see more of Fedra. That's not the last that we've seen of them. And the Fireflies, of course. They played a pretty central part in the game, and so I hope that they bring that in. But also just Pedro Pascal, Bella Ramsey. I mean, they're just gonna just destroy the competition. And I'm here for all of it.
Nice. What about you, Jazz?
I mean, I got nothing else to say, man. I'm just gonna echo off of y'all. It was just great.
All right. Well, for me, I'm really loving this show, and I am just excited to see what's next. I think it's going to be cool. I think one thing that the Walking Dead show has never really done is basically talk about what would happen if a fascist regime came in and took over during a zombie apocalypse, and I feel like we're getting a lot of that, and that's going to be really cool. I don't know. Let's see.
You have
Let's
no
see.
idea.
Oh man, should I play the game? Like, I think a lot of our listeners probably, like half of them probably play the game, half of them don't.
Yeah.
I am debating if I should buy the game and play, or should I just go into the show and stay blind?
Stay blind, because then
Stay
I've played the
blind
game, so
like the
we can
clickers?
provide both perspective. Yeah.
Blind like the clickers?
Yes.
Blind like the clickers. Yeah.
All
I
right, all
mean,
right.
I would say even I would say like watch the show and then maybe like play up to the part that
Mm.
the episode ends after
Oh,
the fact. So like just
smart.
play the
So,
Texas, play Boston, and then just take a little break and then come
Yeah.
back.
oh wait, is that how the story goes? Is by cities? Is that
Yes
how
and
the
no,
Pretty
chapters are?
close. Yeah, pretty close.
but
I
it's
mean,
close. Yeah, I think
yeah.
it's
Wait.
it's pretty close to like to the T right now.
Oh man, I
So
really hope they go to Jersey.
would you join? Would you guys join the Fireflies? Ooh, I
That's
mean,
as someone who's played the game, I want to say yes, even though I know what's gonna happen because they're still the best we got.
I think
I
I'd be more of a Joel.
You'd be more of a Joel? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just
I
like kind of under the radar.
I would be
Okay.
more of an Ellie. Somebody just take me away and tell me what to do. I just want to be a dumb person that just follows everyone around.
Yeah, let me be the
Oh my
scientist.
God.
Just tell me what to do.
Yeah. April even says, stay blind. So yeah, just play up to the point you've watched. Like
All right, cool.
the show
Yeah,
is
I think
definitely
that
something
would.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
All
it
right.
really is. I would also love to kind of see like how you experience it not playing the game. So that I think
Yeah.
that alone is going to be an amazing journey for you and for all the viewers too. It's like
True, true. How
yeah.
far do you think the show is going to go up to? Is it going to go up to the part one of the game, or I'm mean, season one, or do you think they're going to break it up into several seasons to finish part one?
I'm gonna go check on that and I'll let you know. Cause
I think it's going to be. Oh,
yeah, go ahead, Rosie.
what do you think, Jazz? No, what do you think, Jazz?
I think they will go through seasons, like 2 seasons for the first game.
Oh, really? I
Hmm.
think it's going to be one season, one game. The second season, the second game. That's what
I
I
think they're gonna
think.
get
I think
four
they're just going to do
seasons
two
or
seasons.
three
Oh,
seasons, maybe.
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think four seasons is usually what they try to aim for. So I wouldn't be
Uh-huh.
surprised if it's like that. But if they do 2 seasons, like the viewership, I think they're just like, we can't give this up. We got to stretch this out as much as we can.
Yeah.
It might be a Game of
I
Thrones kind
almost,
of situation.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I feel like the second one actually could be more than one season. The first one I'm trying to remember, but yeah, maybe I mean maybe it is 4 seasons. Maybe
Well,
it's
speaking
just
of
a
Game
little
of
bit more.
Thrones, does this have a conclusion? Do we know how it ends?
I do.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I
So
do too.
so
Yeah,
it's not something like we have to worry about. Like,
totally
oh, we
worth
don't
it.
know what's going on. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Well, listen, guys, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you so much, Razi, for being on the show. Jazz, welcome back. We are back, and you have not heard The Last of Us.
We're here to stay. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Also to our followers, The Bachelor comes on tomorrow, so we will be doing a Bachelor episode on
Oh God.
Tuesday. Yes, yes.
Enjoy hate watching.
Oh
I'm
man.
not watching it.
Jazz.
Oh man, it's gonna be very exciting. So we're gonna be doing a lot of shows. So every week we're gonna be doing The Last of Us. We're gonna be doing The Bachelor. We're probably gonna cover Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. We have not done an Avatar episode. I don't know if we want to do that. We may not. I'm not sure. And then what else, Jazz? Any other shows coming out that we might be covering?
So Witcher Blood Origin is good.
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
on
that's good.
Netflix. I do recommend it.
Okay, there'll be a few shows that we're doing. I think we might do a one fun episode where people just talk about random shows they're watching and give their recommendations.
Mhm.
And that'll be a good one to kind of go over. And then we're gonna have the Mindy Kaling episode where we'll just discuss what's wrong with.
Oh, I cannot wait for that.
Yeah, we got a few friends that want to be on that
Oh.
show. We have a group. It's like a clique of people that we have become friends with on TikTok and Instagram, and it's a bunch of like South Asian brown TikTokers. We call ourselves the Tray of Brownies.
I don't know
love
how
it.
I got in here because I'm not a TikToker, but okay.
Well, Jazz gets in by extension of me. He's like,
Wait, can
come
Ruzzy
on."
get an extension by me?
Probably. So we're gonna have a few episodes ready for you guys, and Salaam Nerds is back, guys. We took a little break. Thank you for being patient with us, and now we'll be back every week. Until then, guys, Salaam Nerds.
Peace.